Daylight come, I want to go home. Hello. Oh, hi.
What episode is it, Maybe Girl?
75.
75? What kind of guess was that?
Are we at 60 yet?
Yeah, 61, not 75. Good God, 75. What the hell? It has been an eventful week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is going to come out on Tuesday night. It's not going to include stuff that just happened today or yesterday.
Okay.
It will include Monday because that was when we were on our way back from Virginia.
So, yesterday.
Yes, okay. It will, wait.
You said today or yesterday? Yesterday was Monday.
It will not include, it will include up to our drive home.
Okay.
Okay? You stickler? You stickler? What's up, Blue? Okay. So, last Monday, a week from yesterday, was the 21st day of the 21st week of the 21st year of the 21st century.
Oh, wow. That's a big one. That's crazy.
That's cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
It was all over the internet. I'm sure everybody knows, but my dad probably doesn't.
21st?
21st day of the 21st week of the 21st year of the 21st century.
Wow.
Cool, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although it can't be the 21st day of the 21st week. That doesn't make any sense. It's however many days of the 21st week. But it's the 21st day.
I just put of the in between all of them because I was doing it all from memory.
Oh.
And it still worked. So stop being such a stickler. The first active player came out as gay in the NFL sometime last week.
Mm-hmm.
For the Raiders. I think he's a lineman of some sort. I think he's in numbers in the 90s, so maybe a defensive lineman for the Raiders.
I think that's correct.
I don't really know. But that's pretty cool.
It's awesome, and I think the statement that the NFL put out was really good too.
Mm-hmm. Big Booty Judy over there. Here's a here's a funny joke. It's not really something you have to guess. You just have to hear it. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, girl? All Swedish battleships have a UPC on the hull, so when they get into port, it helps them Scandinavian. What do you think? Get it? Scandinavian?
Mm-hmm.
So the ladies at daycare are Hufflepuffs. They consider themselves Hufflepuffs. And Maeve had gotten into the good side and was a Hufflepuff for about 3 days. Right?
Yep, she
Maybe a
wants
week.
Some cute Hogwarts gear.
And then she one day laughed at one of the people who could not stop coughing. And she just kept laughing at him. And then when the other babies were crying, she was also laughing at them. So, needless to say, she got moved into Slytherin.
She's no longer accepted in Hufflepuff.
She kicked out of Hufflepuff and moved into Slytherin.
You won't know your real you won't know your real house until you're sorted.
I didn't even tell you, when we were in Winchester, we were eating downtown, and a guy comes out of this old ancient dude looks like fucking Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before he was the white, when he was still haggard ass Gandalf, the gray. And he had, I swear to God, a sorting hat on. It wasn't an actual sorting hat, but it was so old, it looked just like a sorting hat. It was crazy.
We could have gotten sorted by his hat, huh?
Definitely could have. Ukraine made it into the knockout stages to face Sweden in what happened today, which I will talk about on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Except you could just go look it up because it already happened. Regardless. I wrote down getting ready to take Maeve on a road trip to Virginia was absolute madness.
Yes.
What happened? I don't remember.
Well, the problem was that it was raining cats and dogs.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Mhm.
We picked her up from daycare like a half an hour late, right?
Mhm.
Because it was raining so hard in here. And it continued raining that hard like all weekend. Luckily, we missed it by going to Virginia. But it was back door with an umbrella and then our door, our overhang. And it was raining really, really hard.
We had to pack up like a shit ton of stuff too because there's a lot of stuff you have to take when you take the little baby shower. We
probably overpacked for the baby.
A bit.
A little tiny bit.
We did forget some things that we did have to buy.
Yep. Not too much though, not too expensive.
For the most part, we were prepared.
Yeah.
Of course, there was gonna be one thing, and of course, I took too much of everything else. So, typical Sarah.
On the way there, my dad was driving, and we were going to merge onto he realized he like panics all the time, like brakes or
Yes.
loses full focus.
He never has full focus on anything, I wonder.
And we were coming into I-90, and the things were Easy Pass, ticket, Easy Pass, and ticket, Easy Pass. So instead of just pulling into the ticket, Easy Pass one, he proceeds to start driving into oncoming traffic. Right? He was gonna go into oncoming traffic on the other side, right? He's like, I didn't see any cash or tickets ones.
He couldn't read anything.
I'm like, how are you even driving? And he drove most of the trip.
He did.
Brandon's wedding was on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove all the way to Virginia for.
Mm-hmm. We went to the rehearsal dinner.
We went to the rehearsal dinner on Friday, which was lovely.
Mm-hmm. Besides it was out in the mountains.
The West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia area, like right there where all those states are like right close to each other, is just the most windy fucking roads the world has ever seen. And they're all like 2-track concrete roads. And you can't go on it takes like 30 minutes to go like 12 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just awful.
Mm-hmm.
And it got real boring and it got real old after a while.
The windiness is really rough for us non-windy street people.
Yeah. But the wedding was fun.
It was.
It could have been real warm if it wasn't nice and windy, but the wind saved it.
The wind did save it. Maybe did great.
Maeve was perfect child, as per usual. She didn't like riding in the car seat for 12 hours in one weekend, but she managed.
She did good. She even at the wedding, she ate a bunch of food, kind of disgustingly, all over the place.
Kind of disgusting.
And then she was quiet for the whole ceremony, besides the hiccups. She didn't even do this, and it was good.
Yeah, she did get hiccups mid-ceremony, which was very, very cute. I thought I could hear her go out the side. But the wedding was fine. Afterwards, we were driving back through these. It was dark. There was narrow roads, and winding. No light besides the moon. And we saw a ton of deer, a fox, a dog, which was like.
Had a collar.
It was standing in the middle of the road. It had a collar on, and when we drove up to it, it started barking, and then it started just running down the road, like away from us. And the way we had to go, and we had to just follow this dog because it was where we were supposed to go, but it seemed like it was like leading us somewhere. And like Garrett kept opening the door because he was drunk. He kept opening the door mid-driving or pushing the button to open it. And he just at one point he got out and was like running after it, and he like got outside of the light from the car, and it was just so fucking stupid, God. Then when we got back to, so basically the drive, and we were lost because Sarah's navigation lost
signal,
and we didn't know where to turn or anything.
However, we did avoid the gravel, so
we did avoid the gravel. I don't even know how we got back to that place. But yeah. That's it for our Airbnb was super fucking nice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was eclectic, for sure.
Very eclectic. It was cool, and it was perfect because it slept 9. So
it slept 10. 10? When we had Brandon there, it was 10. So yeah, it slept 10. And you really could have put 2 more on the couches too. So if you had to, you could have gone 12. if you had to.
Yeah, we're leather couches and they're small, but
Yeah, I mean, it could have been.
it worked out.
On Sunday after the wedding, so on Friday, I was like, oh shit, we're in Southwest Pennsylvania. That's where Falling Water is, the Frank Lloyd Wright house. Like, the iconic Frank Lloyd Wright house. I didn't even think about, like, making reservations. I didn't really know what time we would be getting out there or what, but I just assumed that it was just in the middle of nowhere, like, super touristy, but in the middle of nowhere. And it kind of was, but there is a little city next to them. Ohiopyle, which is literally what you would expect, a pile of shit. I mean,
it was
a white person vacation tourist trap. It
looked beautiful, the river itself.
It was
where people
really
could swim.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, oh my god, was there a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
It was probably 10,000 people in, like, 3 square blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, that was in between Falling Water, and then we couldn't get into Falling Water. It was just way too packed. You gotta book it a while in advance to even go onto the grounds. It gets that full. So we went into another one that I had looked at called Kentuck Knob, which is on the other side of Ohiopyle. I just hate the name. Who named it that?
Ohio Pyle. Pile.
Ohiopyle, yeah.
Ohio Pile.
Pele. And Kentuck Knob was on the other side. It's one of the later Frank Lloyd Wright houses. Usonian, which is like United States. I don't know. It was his like more like easier, cheaper building house. It was $96,000 to build it in 1958 or 56 or whatever it was.
How much was
which
the
is
most
like,
expensive one?
oh, I don't know. But that ends up being like almost $900,000 still.
Oh wow.
In modern money.
Right.
I think Falling Water was like hundreds of thousands back then. So I mean, we're talking that probably cost like $5-6 million to build Falling Water, which I'm sure it's beautiful. Kentuck Knob was very beautiful. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Sarah and Maeve and my mom only did the walk, which
was not that enjoyable.
Was not that enjoyable. It was hot and it was all uphill. And it was just
a slight trek.
It was not a slight trek.
Not a slight trek.
It was rough.
It was quite a jerk.
Quite a trek.
And it was not okay. For one, the kids under 6 could not go into the house, so we obviously couldn't do it. And then 2, the slight track was also gravel, which is not ideal for a stroller. So
gravel, and then when it wasn't gravel, it was roots.
Yeah, roots and rocks. It was bad, but we managed. And then we made Daddy and Monty carry.
I carried Maeve all the way back, and I was sweating to death.
Yes, now you know my pain. It was uphill too. So.
Then we drove to northern Pittsburgh, and then the next morning, we went swimming with the little girlie for the first time. Who liked it at first and got more and more scared as time went on.
You just got scared of the loud noises, the splashes, the
Yeah, I
echo.
cannonballed a couple times, and
She's probably never experienced an echo before like that either.
it was echoey too. And then we drove back. I think I drove the whole way, didn't I? The whole way back.
No, your dad drove the first.
He drove. Yeah, he did. He drove for the first like hour and a half. Yeah, and then I drove the last like 4.
Nobody wanted to deal with me, so that's
Here we
why
are.
I did not drive.
And here we are, back home.
She's gonna have spread out toes. Or do you think her toes will be tight? Like, look how spread out they are already.
She's got spread out toes for sure.
Tell them your side of the story. Let's hear it. Tell them.
She says, "Shut up." Okay, we're already at 14 minutes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Will you put in the swimming video on this?
You want to put the swimming video in it?
Mm-hmm.
You sure my mom wants me to put the swimming video in it?
Oh, maybe not. I want my mom to see it. So somehow.
I have all the videos I can send you.
On this?
Oh, I did take it on
Yeah,
this.
so I just want you to send it to me somehow.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Either way.
Okay.
Okay, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.